Hello my dear students, welcome to the chemistry classes. So in our last video we studied complete synopsis part of solution chapter. In this video we will discuss some example problems from the solution chapter. Okay, and that first one, the first question. So which of the following units is useful in relating the concentration of a solution with its vapor pressure? Okay, so read the questions carefully. And in your competitive level examinations, so from this solution chapter you may expect some statement like questions. Okay, so numerics is very less. You may expect question statement like questions. Okay, now which of the following unit is useful to relating the concentration of solution with its vapor pressure? Okay, so you already know the relation between the vapor pressure and relative lowering in vapor pressure with the mole fraction. For example, P naught 1 minus P1 divided by P1 naught, that is equal to, or that is directly proportional to x2. So here x is nothing but mole fraction. X is nothing but mole fraction. So that right answer is option 1. So okay, right answer is option 1. So that right answer is mole fraction. So not part per million, not mass percentage, or not molality. Okay, this is about the first question. Next, move on the second question. On dissolving sugar in water at room temperature, the solution feels to cool to touch. So okay, when you are touching the solution, that it feels like cool. Under which of the following case dissolution of sugar will be most rapid? Okay, so read the question or understand the question carefully. So in under which of the following case dissolution of sugar will be most rapid? Okay, so now here you one thing you just observe. So here that is feel to cool to touch. When you're touch, that feel like a cool. Okay, that is nothing but sugar is soluble. Okay, that is nothing but sugar is soluble. You have an you have an idea about a concept delta H. Okay, delta H, that is that is nothing but positive. Okay, delta H is nothing, positive is nothing but what? That is endothermic. Okay, that is nothing but endothermic. So that so here, so this reaction is endothermic reaction. So that it's like a cool. So okay, it's like a cool. So that delta H is positive. So that here you have a confusion, crystal sugar, so whatever this. And you have one more point you remember. So in hot water solubility is very high. So in hot water solubility is very high. So that option second, option and third. So okay, sugar crystal in a hot water and powdered sugar in hot water. So that right answer is powdered sugar in hot water. So that is dissolution is more rapid. Okay, or most rapid. So that right answer is 4. Okay, right answer is a fourth option. So next we'll move on third question. Okay, next we'll move on third question. At equilibrium, the rate of dissolution of a solid solute in the volatile liquid solvent is dash. Okay, so at equilibrium, the rate of dissolution of a solid solute in a volatile liquid solvent is dash. The option, first option is less than the rate of crystallization, greater than the rate of crystallization, or equal to the rate of crystallization, or the fourth option, that is 0. One point here you observe, at equilibrium conditions. Okay, at equilibrium condition, that means that rate of forward reaction, rate of forward reactions. Okay, rate of forward reaction, that is equal to rate of backward reaction, rate of backward reaction. So that is equal to rate of backward reaction. So that that is equal. So okay, so that is equal. In option, only one option having equal, that is a third option. Okay, so here you observe the word equal. So that right answer is third option. Okay, for this question right answer is third option. That is nothing but that is equal to the rate of crystallization. That is equal to the rate of crystallization. Next, move on to fourth question. A beaker contains a solution of a substance A Precipitation of substance A takes place when a small amount of A is added to the solution. The solution is dash. Okay, the solution is dash. Here, so whatever these, so for example, you take an example of glucose, or it means that, so whatever these, they given small amount of solution is dash. They given the substance A is precipitation. So, okay, substance A is precipitation. That is nothing but, for example, you may take an glucose. Okay, glucose in a glucose water. Now we added some more glucose to the water, then that will be precipitated. After saturation, that will be precipitated. So, okay, so that means that solution. So if you go for here, there is, so this option is ruled out. So again this option is ruled out. So now we are in confusion with the saturated, supersaturated, or unsaturated. Now saturation is nothing but, so okay, saturation is nothing but, that means a solution, it states once some more solution cannot be, some more solute cannot be added. Okay, saturation is nothing but so okay, it's the state when some more solute cannot be added, that is nothing but saturated. So okay, that is nothing but saturated. So that, so this option also ruled out. So that the right answer is super saturated. So okay, the option 2 is the right answer for this question. Okay, next we'll move on. Maximum amount of the solid solute that can be dissolved in a specified amount of given liquid solvent does not depends upon dash. Okay, so here you remember one thing, very simple. So very simple question, the solid in liquid type of solution. So if you see here, that is solid solute in liquid, so that this one is a solid in liquid type of solution. So that that's what the solvent does not depends upon. So okay, the right answer is pressure. So you know, so here the temperature and nature of solute and nature of solvents, that also that is depends upon solvent, but pressure is it's not depends upon whatever the solvent. So that's the right answer is pressure. Okay, and next we'll move on sixth question. Okay, next we'll move on sixth question. So low concentration of oxygen in the blood tissue of people living at high altitude is due to dash. Okay, so here one thing you remember, high altitudes. Okay, they given in the question high altitude and oxygen in blood. Okay, that is nothing but, oxygen in blood is nothing but oxygen in blood tissue. It means that gas in liquids. Okay, this is a gas in liquids. Okay, gas in liquid type of interactions. Okay, so that so gas in liquid. So because of that oxygen in blood at high altitude, pressure is very low. So okay, here that is pressure is very low. So okay, pressure is very low. So that low temperature is so not a right answer. So low atmospheric pressure, so and high atmospheric pressure is not a right answer. Both low atmosphere and high pressure is not answer. So that right answer is the low atmospheric pressure, because pressure is very less. So that option second is the right answer for this question. Okay, next we'll move on the next seventh question. Considering the formation of breaking and strength of hydrogen bond, predict which of the following mixture will shows positive deviation from Raoult's law. In your synopsis part, you already studied what is the Raoult's law, and you studied the positive deviation from Raoult's law, and what are the negative deviation from Raoult's law, and example for positive deviation and negative deviation from Raoult's law. So okay, here, so based on that synopsis, our synopsis, so whatever the, so here this methanol and acetone mixture is shows maximum deviation from, positive deviation from Raoult's law. So okay, that will shows the positive deviation from Raoult's law. So that right answer is the first option. So okay, right answer is the first answer. So these are ruled out. So these three, so option second, option third, option 4 are ruled out. Now the eighth question, colligative property depends upon, very easy question and very direct questions. Okay, colligative property depends upon dash. She already studied the definition of colligative property, and you studied different types of colligative property in your synopsis part. Now the first option, the nature of solute particle dissolved in a solution. So okay, the second option, the number of solute particle in the solution. And if you go for the third option, the physical properties of the solute particle dissolved in the solution. and fourth option, that nature of the solvent particles. Okay, nature of the solvent particle. But with respect to here, so according to the definition, so okay, so right answer is the second option is the right answer. Why? Because the colligative property of any solution, that is depends upon a number of solute particles, not on the nature. So okay, very important, that depends upon number of solute particle and not in the nature of a solute or solvent. Okay, so that right answer is option second. Now we'll move on ninth question. Okay, now we'll move on the next question. Which of the following aqueous solution should have the highest boiling point? Okay, they given here the four options. So which of the following aqueous solution should have a highest boiling point? Okay, first one is NaOH. So second one is 0.1 molar, 1 molar Na2SO4. Third option is NH4NO. And the next option is KNO3. So okay, KNO3. Now, so you have an idea about that is a Van 't Hoff factor. So okay, Van 't Hoff factor, they given in the question, that is boiling point. Now you relate boiling point with the Van 't Hoff factor. So okay, I is nothing but Van 't Hoff factor. Now boiling points, okay, boiling point is directly proportional to I. So okay, directly proportional to I. Now highest boiling point, so when boiling point, which implies boiling point is increases, then I also increases, or which will shows more I, that will shows high boiling point. Now if you consider here, so okay, if you consider here, that is NaOH. Okay, NaOH, if you go for NaOH, I value that is equal to 1 Na plus and OH minus, so that I value is 2. If you go for, so with respect to here, so if you go for the second option, so okay, Na2SO4, Na2SO4, so that here, that is Na and 2 Na plus SO4, so okay, SO4, so that here I value is, again that is I value is 2 plus 1 3, so okay, I value is 3. And if you go for here, so if you come for here, so now NH4OH, again that is I value is, okay, I value is 2. If you go here, that is KNO3, I value is again 2. So that here highest I value, that is option second, having I value 3, so that this will shows a highest boiling point. So that right answer is the second. Okay, second option is the right answer for this question. Next question. The unit of ebullioscopic constant is dash. So very direct question and easy question. The unit of ebullioscopic constant is dash. So okay, they given four options: Kelvin kg per mole, and mole kg per Kelvin, and kg per mole per Kelvin, and Kelvin mole per kg. Okay, this is a direct question. So that according to our, so in this concept also we are studied, and I explained in synopsis part, so that the option first one is the right answer. So okay, right answer, option 1 is the right answer. Kelvin kg per mole is the unit for ebullioscopic constant. Thank you.